Well, welcome back to Life on Cars. I hope you're all well. Now, you might remember a couple of episodes ago, we went round to my friend John's house and had a look at his beautiful Rolls-Royce 2025. Well, today's episode, we're back with John again, and we're going to have a look at his wonderful Silver Cloud III. So come on, let's get back over to John's garage, check out that beautiful car. Let's go. This one
25 years. Yep, this one.
I don't think I've ever owned a car, you know, more than, I think the longest I've ever owned a car is about 6 years, which was a BMW 320.
All right.
Well,
I used to be a BMW man.
But that might have to change now. I've got into Rolls Royces.
Well, this is a...
Because you tend to be a custodian, don't you, for quite
Yes.
a long time?
Yeah, you're not classed as being... Well, you are the owner, but you're the custodian because it will be handed on to somebody else.
Yeah.
That's a 6.2 V8.
It's the V8.
6.2 V8, yeah.
Oh my God, see that?
Yeah.
That's the exact same oil cap as on my Spirit.
That's right, yeah. Yep.
But it's basically the same engine, isn't it? This is the...
That's right. This is the 6.2.
Oh,
The later ones, which to put in the shadows later on, were the 6.75.
Yeah. So
The gearbox on this is different as well. This is a Borg Warner gearbox.
Right.
Whereas the shadows, I'm not sure about the Spirits, but the shadows went to GM. So this is a 4-speed box, whereas the later shadows are only a 3-speed.
On SUs?
Yep, twin SUs, one on the other side. And as you can see, it's dynamo, not an alternator.
And you've decided to leave it as a dynamo?
Yeah, yeah. And that has caused me problems this year, and it has been off. New brushes, yeah. So it just wasn't charging properly. But a new set of brushes.
That's some radiator cap.
Yep, that's the radiator cap. There you go. And hopefully he'll be full. There you go.
Decent colour as well.
Yeah, right. Well, there's a story behind that. That's been flushed last year. The whole system was flushed over a period of 3 weeks.
What year did you say this was?
1965.
1965. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's got that. If we could have smelly vision, it's got that lovely old smell.
It smells like a Rolls-Royce, doesn't it?
Yeah, it smells like a Rolls-Royce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that with the way the rear view mirror is mounted on the dashboard.
Yeah.
That's cool. What have you got? A little battery saver on the go there or something?
Yeah, it's just a trickle charger.
Yeah.
£11.50 from Machine Mart. About 20 years ago, and it's still working. Yeah. Well, on this particular model, what you've got is like the old style where you used to put the parking light on your window, where this one has already got the parking light built in. That is an indicator and parking light, which is a switch underneath the dashboard. Oh. But on the dashboard where it's plugged in is a 12-volt auxiliary output, which is for the torch. Now that there, that should, that's the parking light.
Right.
Right, and then that's back to indicators. Obviously I need the ignition on to do it.
I would never notice that.
Yeah, not all Clouds have them on, and sometimes you see them lower down. So I can only assume that people must have ordered them as an extra.
So let me see there, Southend motor.
Aero, yeah. That must have been the company that supplied it when it was new.
Listen to that. Can hear the clock.
The clock ticking, yeah. It's an hour fast. Because what did we do last weekend? I haven't done it yet. It's the only thing you can hear in a Rolls-Royce when it's going. It's the clock ticking.
I love the Bakelite steering wheel as well.
Yeah. Ah, it's a big steering wheel.
Oh, it's got the trays.
Yep. You just pull them down.
Oh, look at that. The beautiful engine, beautifully engineered down
Yeah.
the way the trays
Yeah.
on these.
You've got the vanity mirrors in the back as well.
Oh, it's got the
Yeah.
the companions. I think
Companions they call them, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I've talked about them on my
Yeah.
Spirit. You mean the frosty fish?
Yeah. You see, it's got a mark on it, like a piece of tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other one's the same.
Oh, this here.
Yeah. You look at other clouds and cars, and it'll be the same. You know what it is?
No.
It's a sticky tape that they use to stick it in, and over the years it works its way through.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we've never known.
No, well, I didn't until I asked somebody, someone who sadly no longer with us, but what he knew about Rolls-Royces was incredible. That's it. And then you've got your ashtray like that.
It's wonderful.
Then it has the same as yours on the Spirit, where you can check your oil level. By just pressing that button there.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
four-way gauge.
Yeah. So it just comes up on your fuel gauge to tell you what your oil level is. I don't think the clusters aren't the same on the Spirit. The oil pressure, amps. No, I say it was bouncing all over the place, the ammeter. So I took the dynamo off, and I had some spare brushes. I changed the brushes, cleaned all the armature up, and yeah, it solved the problem. Well, it didn't work the first time round, but I'll show you something when we finished.
I've just spotted something there on the doors.
What's that? Yeah, the little cubby hole. That's just a yeah.
Notice there, John, the air cleaner lifts up with the engine lid. Is that, or have you clipped that in?
You clip it in. You lift it up yourself, and then.
Oh, I see. So you lifted the
Yeah.
engine lid, and then you can clip that air cleaner.
Yeah.
using that.
Weighs a ton. Feel the
So you
weight of
can
it.
get in and check things.
Yeah. Well, with the being SU carbs, you've got you keep them topped up with oil every 6,000 miles.
It's got an electric pump.
Electric pump built into it, which. Yep. I don't know if it's the same sort of ones I put on the Spirit. Probably advanced since then.
No, I think mine's more modern. I haven't seen the pump. It's a plastic bottle on mine, so it's not like
yeah.
It's got like a little pickup on the bottom, isn't it? And a Baker. This is Bakelite, the old Bakelite.
Yeah,
I think.
that's right. Now, on my Cloud 1, which I sold quite a few years ago, it used to be vacuum operated.
How long have you been in the RREC then?
26 years now.
It's a nice badge, isn't it? Diamond Jubilee.
Yeah, that was a Diamond Jubilee.
I do like a badge bar on an older Rolls-Royce. I'm not sure whether a badge bar would suit my Spirit. You do see them on the Spirit sometimes, but...
And this was to introduce Rolls-Royce people to double headlights, because the Shadow came out with double headlights, because it was part of the way that the cars were evolving. So when they did the Cloud 3, they made it into double headlights. And if you notice, they are the same that's on a Shadow.
Yeah, this precedes the Shadow.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one was one of the last Clouds made, 65.
What, do you know what year the Shadow came in? I'll have to look.
66.
Was it?
Yeah. First ones. And they had the 6.2. And then later, I'm not sure what year it was, but then they went to the 6.7. And they changed the gearbox.
It's in beautiful condition, this car, like.
It's not perfect, but it's not bad for considering. And this side here, this is the That's your tanks for your brakes, and there's two. It's got 3 braking systems on the car, 2 hydraulic and 1 mechanical. So 1 master cylinder operates shoes on the front, all shoes on the back. The levers also operate a lever system, which is a manual system on the back, and the other master cylinder operates the other 2 shoes on the front. So effectively you should never lose 4-wheel braking. That's the idea behind it.
Yeah.
And I can show you master cylinders because I've got 2 up there. So they're the tanks, and they're mounted actually virtually underneath the driver's seat.
You can't believe it's got a lever system on it, but I guess, you know, this age, there was still...
Well, that's all levers.
Yeah, I know that.
And cables, yeah. So it's nothing new to Rolls-Royce to do it. Yeah.
But you'd think with, I mean, it looks quite an advanced car for its age. But they've still, but then they doubled up, didn't they? Went lever and hydraulic on the brakes.
Yeah. It's not the easiest car to change the points on because there's 2 sets.
Twin breakers.
Yeah. So you tend not to muck around with them. You don't need to.
Never thought of converting it to...
No, well, I like to try and keep it original.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, you can do all sorts. It's like the 2025 people fit overdrives to them, and I'm thinking, well, yeah, you know, it's better for modern day traffic, but to me, it's not the original. I like the originality.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Everything's Lucas. They did like the old
Yeah.
Lord of Darkness, didn't they?
Yep.
Some people call it.
Yeah, Lucas, and all the locks were always Yale locks.
Yeah. So yeah, this is one of the last Rolls-Royce.
Right,
Well, probably one of the last cars that was a separate chassis.
Yeah.
So the body could be lifted off.
Yeah. Because we went from that to a monocoque design.
Yeah.
When the Shadow came out.
I noticed the VIN plate is exactly the same style as on my car. Rolls-Royce must have stuck with that for a long time.
Yeah.
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 So what's you've had this 25 years. What's do you know some more of the stories in about
No, not really. It belonged to a family for quite a lot of years. I've never really bothered tracing up the history on it. All I know is when I got it, the registration number was VAP3, or had been VAP3, and it was re-registered to a year 1965, which is the year the car was made. I don't know what the original number was. It may have had VAP3 on it.
So I think John's Silver Cloud deserves a bit more footage. So I've asked John if he wouldn't mind bringing it round to my house so we can get some shots outside and also get a ride out in it. So in just a few seconds you will see me cut to the footage of John turning up in his Silver Cloud at my house, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. colour looks amazing, doesn't it, outside in the light?
That's the original colour.
Steady as you like, isn't it? Lovely and steady.
Not bad for a 59-year-old.
59-year-old.
Steady away. Nice lightweight.
Airbox. Yeah.
Nice glass bottles. For your windscreen washers. So, if one has a knee and breaks down, in the back here you have, let's move this out of the way, underneath here is your toolkit with all the bits that you need, new set of points, spanners. That's a full Rolls-Royce toolkit in there, spare bulbs, spanners, tyre pressure gauge. Right, so I keep those in there just in case I ever need any points. And if for any reason you're in the dark, this is where the spare wheel is. And underneath here, I'll just take the non-Rolls-Royce tools out just in case. But what you have in here is, in the case of the emergencies, is your torch. And what you do is you unplug.
Wait a minute, that's a Rolls-Royce torch?
That's a torch, yeah, which comes standard in the car, which doesn't have batteries in it. But what you do is you take it out and plug it into your charging point on your dashboard.
That's unbelievable.
And then the other thing you've got here is you've got your wheel brace for taking the wheels off and your hand pump, which is in there. As you can see, I keep a fair bit of other bits and bobs in here as well at the same time, which is just the easiest place to keep it all.
Certainly rides nice, John.
Yes,
rides lovely.
Unfortunately, the roads nowadays aren't particularly good for the potholes and things, but she handles it well.
Yeah, it's beautiful and smooth.
Turn the key, starter up, flick her into waft mode, and off you go.
Waft mode.
And that's it.
All T's and P's are all correct, sir? What's that knob for there, John, on the windscreen?
For the aerial.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean to move it from
yeah,
fold it down?
Yeah. Turn it through 90 degrees.
Ah,
and
right.
the aerial down.
I wondered what that was. Yeah, at least it stayed dry, otherwise we wouldn't have had a nice ride out in this nice cloud.
Mind you, that's all it's been. Cloudy.
Yeah. Marvellous if you think like just how beautiful and quiet and how it rides when it's from the 1960s.
Yep, that's it.
You know, this was the top of the game then, back then. I wonder how much these were new.
Just over £5,000.
£5,000.
Yeah. This one was one of the last ones made. It was 1965 and 1966 was when the shadows came out.
Yeah. And apparently some of these, about 300 I was reading, some 300 of the chassis were sent off for coach builders.
Yes, coach builders did. James Young, Mulliners, they used to do coach building.
But the majority of these were Rolls-Royce built, weren't they?
Yes. Yeah. This is a Rolls-Royce, what they call a Rolls-Royce standard steel saloon.
Yeah.
Coach work by Rolls-Royce. If you look at the clouds, you find that the James Young ones, the fronts are virtually the same, but the back, it's the boot. They put like an extension on the boot.
Yeah.
And more often than not, they'll have had a division as well built into the car. So it's more like a limousine.
Been on any really long trips in this one then, John?
Just down to the annual rally,
Yeah.
which I've been to quite a few over the years. Usually mileage wise it's about 200 miles depending where it is.
Yeah.
The last few years it's been at Burley House at Stamford.
Alright.
But there's places like Kelmarsh Hall, Rockingham Castle, Towcester Racecourse over the years. And quite a long journey when you do it in a day. Leave at 5:30 in the morning, get there for 9, and then leave at 5 and get back about 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but nice and comfortable in this.
Oh yeah. Only 3 stops for petrol.
Well, John, I appreciate you coming round and having a look around at my Silver Spirit today and bringing the lovely Cloud along as well and taking me for a little ride around the block. It's been great to see it out of the garage as well because the colour absolutely pops on your Cloud.
Yeah, it is a nice colour. It makes it very, very attractive car, I've got to be honest. It gets well admired.
It does, yeah, and I think we might get a few glances when we see this driving out the street.
I'm sure we will.
Well, there we go then. I really hope you enjoyed that episode on John's Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud III. What a beautiful car that, isn't it? And I'm so glad that he agreed to bring it round to my house so that we can see it outside. And just, even though it was a bit of a cloudy day, but never mind, at least we got to see the colour of that car a little bit better outside, and also we got a nice little ride out in the car as well, which was absolutely fantastic. So thanks again, John, for that and for your company today around at my house and having a look around my Silver Spirit. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. For the rest of you guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and if you did, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe. That would be fantastic. And I'll be bringing you something else very soon on Life on Cars. So stay safe and drive carefully wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.